Hey everybody, it's Friday, August 8th. This is your Congressman Jamie Raskin coming to you from the Rayburn House Office Building. It is time for my favorite moment in the week, Local Hero, when we get to recognize and interact for a few minutes with the people who make life so wonderful in Maryland's beautiful 8th District. My local hero this week is State Senator Cheryl Kagan, who I got to serve with in the state Senate back in the day. She was first elected in 2014. She's in her third term, serving as the senator for the great people of Gaithersburg and Rockville. She's the vice chair of the Education, Energy, and Environment and Elections Committee, and has been appointed by the state Senate president to the Maryland State Arts Council and the Open Data Council. Her resume is voluminous and impressive as all get out, but she's the founder and chair of the National Nonprofit Legislative Caucus, and she partners with the National Council of Nonprofits to convene legislators to share policy ideas to benefit this critical sector for all of us. And in her free time, Senator Kagan engages in a lot of nonprofit altruistic activity herself. She hosts the folk and great music house concerts, which I've been to. She competes regularly, both as a nationally ranked player in Scrabble tournaments and as the punny senator in local contests. And she is a funny woman. But I wanted to recognize her. I had to recognize her because for the very first time in memory, perhaps the first time ever, we'll ask Cheryl to tell us, the North American Scrabble Players Association has come to Maryland, and they are in Hanover, Maryland, and there are hundreds and hundreds of them that are descending upon our state today. And we have a lot of Scrabble going on in Maryland, and Cheryl Kagan is right in the thick of it, and she is a nationally ranked and understood Scrabble player. So we want to thank you for what you're doing to serve our people, Senator Kagan, and also to compete in the Scrabble tournament.
Yay. So I am so proud, Jamie Raskin, that you are my congressman. I should tell you that in addition to our having been colleagues and friends and allies in so many ways, you are much loved in the Scrabble universe. The Scrabbleverse has lots and lots of Jamie Raskin fans.
Is that right? Okay, well, then I may have to find a way to make my way to Hanover to come and press the flesh.
There you
go. Well, look, all right, let's start with the beginning. All right. So they're meeting today at the Live Casino and Hotel in Hanover. It's hosted by the North American Scrabble Players Association. You are going to be both a competitor as well as the person welcoming everybody to the Free State, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we have, as of the moment that we are recording this, we have 321 people from 47 states and 7 countries, and that's exciting. We have the youngest player is 14, the oldest competitor is 91. So this is multi-generational. A lot of people say they grew up playing Scrabble with grandma. And yet this is not just a game. It's about word knowledge, it's strategy, it's math, and it's luck. I even helped people in jail play Scrabble for a while. And it's competitive, but it's also just a lot of fun. And there's also definitely a
language too. Like until you started teaching me, like I didn't even know what a bingo was. Tell them.
Yes. A bingo is when you play all 7 letters on your rack in one word, and you get a 50-point bonus.
So in addition to whatever you get with the double word score and the double letter score and everything, you get an additional 50 points. All right, wait. So do you have to qualify to get into it from your state, or can anybody show up at the nationals?
So somewhere in between. You have to have competed in at least one national tournament before, because you have to have a rating, and then you are registered by division based on your rating. And so we're all looking to improve our rating. I will tell you actually that we had the national championships ready to be in Baltimore in 2020. And I was so excited about that. And then COVID. And then in 2021, and then COVID. So 2022, they were in Baltimore. In 2023, we went to Las Vegas. In 2024, we were in South Bend, Indiana. And in 2025, I'm thrilled to be bringing them back to Maryland. It's economic development, it's prestige, it's tax revenue for room nights and people going out to eat and going to museums and ball games. And it's very cool that it's back in Maryland.
Well, that's awesome and exciting. And I know you've been involved, not just in the Nationals, but you do a lot of stuff around here, and you're always doing stuff in Montgomery County with Scrabble, right?
Thank you. There is a Scrabble Club in Chevy Chase, DC, every Tuesday night, and that is free, and everyone is welcome to come. It starts around 5:30, and usually goes till 9:30. You can play as few or as many games as you'd like, and it introduces you to the idea of playing legal words and some of the funky words that no one believes are acceptable, and playing with a timer, which adds a whole component to Scrabble.
And I believe that they're meeting at the Chevy Chase Library. Is that right?
No,
Right.
we used to be right next to the Chevy Chase Library. Now we are on the second floor of a restaurant on Connecticut Avenue called the Avenue, but there's a possibility that may move, but you can find the website, DC Scrabble Club, and definitely join us some Tuesday night.
All right, now look, I sent a greeting to the Scrabble people, and I posed them a riddle, which I'm going to pose to you. It is a little word game riddle. But I am looking for the only two words in the English language that have every vowel in the word in order. Now, not consecutively in order.
Sure.
A-E-I-O-U and Y also. Can you think of what those words are?
Oh my golly. I think you're going to stump me here.
But we'll give you 15 seconds. And while you do that, I'm going to just talk about a couple other things you've been doing, because Cheryl, in addition to everything else, has been a great champion of integrity in elections, and has helped with the Election Assistance Commission and the Board of Advisors, and has been working on improving redistricting practices around the country. And
that is an issue now. It's crazy times. Yeah.
All right. Do you have an answer for us?
I'm afraid I do not. I'm so curious.
The two words are, and you got to share it with all your friends at the Scrabble tournament, because I posed the question. The first is the word facetiously.
Love that word. Okay.
And the second is the word abstemiously.
Nice. To like be on a diet and abstain from. Wow, great words.
There you go. Well,
you stumped me, Congressman.
I thought of it because you have taught me so many extraordinary words, and you've taught me all kinds of just outrageous Scrabble strategy. It is a game that approximates almost chess in terms of the subtlety of the strategies that are going on in that game.
Okay. Well, if I get to play either of those words in any of my 31 matches, I am so I'm going to ask for extra bonus points.
All right, we'll squeeze it in. And just tell us before you go, Cheryl, in terms of the nonprofit sector, our nonprofit friends have taken such a hit during this period with all of the Trump cutbacks and reductions and layoffs and so on. What's going on, and tell me what you're working on.
Thank you so much. So first off, there are over 41,000 nonprofits in Maryland, and they are everything from kitchen table, mom and pop just trying to help in the community, all the way to enormous hospitals or colleges. But when we think about the nonprofit, think about the homeless shelters, the battered women's shelters, the food pantries that help people every day. And they need a hand up. If they all went out of business tomorrow, either our communities would be demolished by that, and people would be hurt, or government would have to pick up the slack, and they would be less effective, less efficient, and more expensive. So some of these Trump policies are making things harder on them. And so we have done a lot in Annapolis. We have done a lot for the Maryland nonprofits, including first in the nation, a nonprofit navigator, someone to help them figure out which grants or contracts they're eligible for, make sure they get paid in a timely way. We passed prompt payment parity. There was a woman who had to take a second mortgage out on her personal home in order to make payroll. That's inexcusable. We have interest-free loans, revolving loans for nonprofits that have gotten a grant or contract from government and haven't been paid yet. There's so many things we've done in Maryland that have been emulated in other states.
Well, that's awesome. Well, look, thank you for being a champion for the nonprofits, and thank you for being such a great representative in the Maryland State Senate for the people of Rockville and Gaithersburg and for all of us. And thanks for what you're doing with Scrabble. And please let us know what happens, and we're rooting for you all the way.
Thank you so much. This is such an enormous honor. What a thrill to be able to chat with you, one of my serious heroes. Jamie Raskin, thank you for all that you do to represent us and for sanity on Capitol Hill in these awful times.
Thank you, Senator Kagan. Our local hero, it's August 8th, 2025. See you guys.